discussed Yenyl yet.
I know. They asked me that on the phone, and they said, you know, have you ever talked about that? I said, I don't think so.
We've never gone there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Barbara phoned you, said, I saw you in Evita, you have to be in this?
Actually, I got a call from my agent first. They said, I'm sending over a script for Yenyl. I said, what is that? He said, it's a play. It's going to be a movie, and Barbara Streisand's doing it. So I read it, and I hated it.
You hated it?
I hated it. And then I heard some stories about it, that she'd been working for 13 years to get this movie made. And I said, I can't go meet her. I said, how do you go meet somebody that worked for 13 years, and the first thing you're going to say is, I hate it.
Right, exactly.
That's not very nice. So I just said pass, and just say, pass, make my life easy. So I'd pass, and then 3 more phone calls came. I passed 3 more times. And then she insisted on meeting me. She said, it came back to me clearly, I don't care what you say, I want to hear everything you don't like.
Now, did she call herself, or was it always through the agent?
Through the agent.
Okay.
I go over to her house.
Never met her before?
No,
Okay.
in Beverly Hills.
Big fan?
A big fan.
Okay.
Big fan.
All right.
Went over to her house in Beverly Hills.
All right.
Lady lets me in. First thing I had to do was go to the bathroom. I sit on the toilet, and I'm thinking, who else has sat on this toilet?
Exactly.
Who? I mean, you know, not just her, but who else?
Lots of
lots
people.
of people. It was a nice toilet, nice wooden seat, everything. So anyway, I go into her room, and a beautiful, it's got kind of like that, like the furniture's like that paisley type stuff on a bunch of couches and things. And it's a little
What do you mean
overdone.
paisley?
I think it was like
the floor, like
yeah, a little floral flower
Ashley?
scene. Too much for me.
That's pretty.
Anyway, so it was everywhere.
I enjoyed that.
A lady comes out and brings a silver tray. On the silver, would you like anything to eat? Ah, sure. On the silver tray is 6 Sara Lee things with the white stuff on top.
Cinnamon rolls.
Like cinnamon rolls.
What do you mean things with the white stuff?
But they're not cut yet. You know,
they're still smushed together.
They're still smushed together,
from the
like right
box.
out of the tin.
Exactly.
Barbara comes in high, and she goes, oh, they didn't pull them apart. She's pulling apart the Sara Lee things. And I said, no, thanks. And she just devoured them. Just
Wait,
ate all the
you
Sara
didn't
Lees.
have any Sara
I didn't have
Lee?
any Sara Lees.
Mandy.
I was a little nervous.
Nobody doesn't like Sara
Sara Lee.
Lee. Come on.
May I have a little of that?
Take it, it's
Yeah, so
yours.
anyway,
She pulled them apart. She had like 2 or 3.
she had like at least 2 or 3.
That's why I enjoy her son. Not only is she just the most gifted, she likes a good snack.
Exactly.
All right, go ahead.
So we had the Sara Lee, and then we started talking about the stuff, and I told her what I didn't like. She was unbelievably receptive to it. We went on, and we got into really collaborating on the script. This led to me eventually sort of being a script helper with her.
Really?
For a year, for 1 year. I even went to a yeshiva to study because she couldn't get in. Being a woman, she couldn't get into where only the men were allowed. She gave me a little secret camera, a little secret tape recorder, you know, like you'd hide in your pocket.
You were like Dan Rather undercover.
Exactly. I did this stuff, and then one day I was back in New York, and it was in her apartment on the Upper West Side, and she had me over, and she said, let's just read through another scene again. And her assistant took out a little home video camera, a little Stick-Direct home video camera. And normal, just ceiling lighting. She just filmed us reading, you know, so she could look at it later. And that was my screen test. The next thing I thought Richard Gere was going to have the part or somebody. The next thing I know, she asked me to do it. And it was an amazing experience. My son Isaac was born. In 1982 is when we filmed it. He was born in London where we were filming, and just extraordinary experience. And she gave him actually a little silver spoon.
She did. Isn't she sweet like that?
She was wonderful, and it's a wonderful card, a little Tiffany silver spoon. And Isaac, you know, he didn't know who it was initially, and finally I told him who this woman was, and now he's got it in a safe deposit box.
I'm sure he does.
He knows this is at least a year of college education.
Now, he's your oldest son, right?
Yes.
And Gideon is younger?
My younger 12-year-old.
Now, we found a little tape of you with Gideon on Shalom Sesame
That's
Street.
Isaac, when Isaac was
that
2.
is
That's
Isaac.
14 years old, this tape.
All right, take a look. It
Oh, my
is
God.
so adorable. Take a look at Mandy and his little
You want
boy.
to try the alphabet? Okay. Aleph. Base. Gimel. I can't hear you. Say it louder. Okay. Aleph. Base. Gimel. Daled. Hey. Vav. Zion. Chet. Tet. Yud. And that's all Daddy knows. I'll have to tune in next week.
How heartbreaking is that? That cute? Where does it go, you know? Little boys like that. Now they
He's
off
16
and out
years
and
old
about.
now. He's 6'1", 175 pounds, and Michelangelo goes to bed with him at night and carves him. He's so cut. That's unbelievable.
Your little boy. Well, Mama Lotion, you were here. You sang from it. This has received rave reviews, people screaming all over the country, and now you're bringing it to Broadway.
Yes, I'm going to the Belasco Theater for 4 weeks. Thank you. We start on October 17th, and I can only do 7 shows a week because I'm up there all alone. And so for the 8th show, I asked my wife if she would do her play, which is called A Mom's Life, which she wrote. It's a one-woman show.
Which I read, and it is wonderful.
Well, thank you. And
You're
I know
welcome.
she would thank you, too. And so she's going to do it on Monday nights, the last 2 Mondays in October and the first Monday in November. So please come and see it because it is extraordinary. And she plays herself and the 2 children when they were just very small. And it's about a mother trying to have a life and work at the same time and raise these 2 children with the constant theme going where people say, are you working now or just staying home having fun with the kids?
Exactly, when you want to pull your hair out. I've
Exactly,
experienced that
yeah.
with 2 of my own.
So we're it's sort of a little family affair at the Belasco.
Well, I will definitely come and see it. I
Oh,
would
bless
like
you.
for you to sing a little something from this when we get back.
I would love
Would
to.
you enjoy that?
I would.
That's what More with Mandy right after this break. Would you go sing for me?
Me?
Yeah!
Okay.
All right.
Nimm mich mit zu der Ballgame, zu Meulem, lass mir doch gehen. Kauf mir den Islech und Cracker Jack, will ich kein Mal von dort nicht weggehen. Mut, die Ballspieler, es passt nicht, als man verspielt. Weil sie sehen, 2, 3 steigt ein Eis bei der Baseball-Spiel. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. God bench America. Land, wo sich liebt. Steh sie bei ihr, Madrid sei ihr. Überall leicht das Strahl und so lieb. Von die Berg bis zu dem Prärie. Bis die Arme weiß man schon. Gott bench Amerika, mein Wiesheim. Gott bench Amerika, weil sie sehen, Savea, preis like the nice by their base.
You know, I can hear you do that all day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah! Revolution is the CD. We'll be right back with Peter Craig. Don't go away.